It's time for an inside look at the most powerful motorsport on the planet. WFO Radio, NHRA Nitro.
It's the most exciting sport on earth as far as I'm concerned.
Take a walk through the Nitro pits as we go one-on-one with the stars of drag racing.
Hey, you're with Matt Hagan. This is Ron Capps, Matt Hagan's personal friend. You're on WFO.
Featuring the NHRA's Alan Reinhart.
Our events are truly an experience. They're not just a spectator event. They are an experience.
So get in, sit down, and hold on with host Joe Costello as he goes WFO.
Thanks, brother. Always love being on WFO, baby. Nobody brings it to you better than you, brother.
Now crank it up. It's time to go WFO. Here's your host, Joe Costello.
Hey everybody, what's up? Joe Costello here, and WFO Radio, NHRA Nitro, going to be a Winner's Circle show, and you're going to love it. The Strip, Las Vegas, Nevada, the Dodge Nationals, presented by Pennzoil, was one of the single greatest races that I have ever attended. Winners: Brittany Force over Steve Torrance, Matt Hagan over Johnny Lindbergh, Erica Enders over Jed Coughlin, and Matt Smith over Steve Johnson. How about Brittany and Steve, our guests last week? They go all the way. Matt Hagan goes all the way. Pretty amazing stuff. Steve made the final round. Comes up a little bit short, but a strong effort regardless. WFO dialed in. So here's the deal. This week, it's going to be a Winner's Circle show, and we've got Matt Smith, we've got Matt Hagan, we've got Dickie Venables, and we've got Erica Enders. All lined up, some really good interviews and very cool people to, when I go up and say, hey man, we need something for WFO, they're like, no problem, right in the middle of the Winner's Circle celebration, and just laid it all on the line. It was really fun. I know a lot of the listeners were out here as well. And so get ready for Winner's Circle interviews, back to back to back. It's going to be one WFO show coming up here just seconds from now. But first, you know I got to mention those sponsors like TotalSeal.com, the leader in ring seal technology. Tough weekend for Matt Hartford and the team, but Jason Line confirmed it on the stage before the race. They make the best piston rings in the business. And if you're an engine builder and you need rings for a motocross bike, to a motorcycle, to a go-kart, to a top fueler, to a Formula One car, they can do it, and they do a great job. Check them out, TotalSeal.com. Samtech.edu, the School of Automotive Machinists and Technology. Start your education at full speed. It's what we always say, but the problem is a lot of people don't know how to do that. If you go to Samtech, you can get that foundational knowledge of becoming a high-performance engine builder, blockhead, CNC programs, motorsport, EFI, tuning. They do it all. Samtech.edu. Rodex Coffee and Grills.com. Had a couple of great conversations with people out there about Marvin Rodex Coffee and the hot sauces and the spice rubs. You know that the holidays are coming, and you're going to be thinking, like, what do I get for these people? The Rodex gift, the holiday pack. Pound of coffee, bottle of hot sauce, container of spice rub. It's going to be great for them. They're going to love it. They're going to love you. RodaxCoffeeandGrills.com. It's a website, people. Go to the website and see what Marvin has to offer. Give him a call and order it up. Frank Hawley's Drag Racing School, the Dragster Adventure. Drive a dragster 0 to 60, 3 seconds, 130 in the quarter mile. You are driving a dragster, and it's not so much even about the speed as the feeling of the dragster chassis and hanging out with Frank all day long. Go to the website, frankhawley.com, to find out more information. Drag Racing Edge and EV3 Drag Racing stepping up as well. MagicDryUS.com. Scott Palmer makes a big return out here. It was great to have Scott back at the track. And simply put, when you need to absorb something at your shop or your workplace, Magic Dry is what gets the job done. We always say, if you got a cat, get cat spot. If you've got a shop, if you're a doer, a builder, or a maker, and occasionally got to clean up a mess, MagicDryUS.com. All right, we're going to get with Reinhart next week, I believe. But what's going to happen right now is we're going to take you back to the Winner's Circle celebration at the Strip in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm going to start it all off with Matt Hagan, Dickie Venables, then dive in with Erica Enders, Matt Smith, all coming up. Thanks, WFO. Back to the Winner's Circle.
Oh, did you?
We got Matt Hagan. We're here. The Winner Circle celebration is going on. You guys are going crazy. Matt, this is a big, big victory for you.
It's huge. You know, I mean, obviously we came into this weekend going that is a turning point for us. We had to pretty much win the race to still be in the hunt, and we went out there and did that. But it's just to see my guys happy and see what we're doing, and just basically turn those win lights on, and in Vegas with the Dodge Pennzoil Nationals. So it's just awesome, man. Like I'm very, very proud of my guys, and I'm glad I didn't screw it up, and everything's good. It's like I guess a little lady luck's on your side sometimes, but at the end of the day, we got a hell of a race car underneath me, and I'm trying to drive my ass off with it, and our fans are amazing. Did you see the fans in the stands this weekend?
It was great.
Packed. It was packed, awesome, slammed. I mean, this is a big grandstand too, so we love you, all of our fans, so it's just one of those deals where we can't control what's going to happen from Mona. All we can control is our car and what we do on our lane, and we'll stay in our lane and work hard and dig deep and see what happens.
Last week you came on WFO, and my assessment of your interview was you were a little subdued, right? Under control, like, I don't know, explain it, because now you're letting yourself be happy. You're like, you realize you're right back in the middle of this thing now. You're letting yourself be happy. Kind of tell me about, like, what was going on there?
Well, I think like last weekend, you come out and you win, and you're still kind of behind it a little bit, and you got to be realistic with yourself and what you're doing. And I knew we had to come in here and win this race to still be in the hunt. And when we did that, it just, that's that feeling that you wake up for. You know what I mean? And that's what you work hard all season long for, is to come down to still be in it at the end of the race, at the end of the year, the last race on the line, and still have a chance. So and that's what we do, brother. I mean, you rise to that occasion, you make that happen. You dig deep. We got a lot of great racers around us and a lot of great cars, and they're all very, very tough. But at the end of the day, if we do our job and do what we're supposed to do, then we're going to be a dogfight out there.
It's going to be a fight. I talked to your guys, talked to Alex Conaway. He said he's worked with some great race car drivers, and he wouldn't trade any of them, wouldn't trade you for any of them. And your guys really rallying behind you, your ability, and your energy. You got that positive energy going.
Yeah, I'm just proud of them, man. They bust their ass every weekend for us, and they did pretty much a flawless job every weekend. I've had maybe once or twice this entire season that there's been something wrong with it they've done, and that's incredible, because there's so much room for human error out here, and them to put the car together in like a 30-minute turn for live TV, and it still goes up there and turns wind lights on. That's impressive, and I'm impressed with my guys, and they've earned my trust, and I trust them with everything, and I hope they trust me that they put the car underneath me, and I'm going to rise to the occasion and dig deep and make it happen for us.
Super great. I even got a bear hug, which was great. A lot of fun. The energy was awesome. Good luck in the finals, and from what you have told me, you're gonna celebrate here in Vegas.
Yeah, I've been an adult all weekend, and it's not been fun, so it's time not to be an adult this weekend, or tonight anyway. So I got a free day tomorrow, and I hope that's drinking lots of water tomorrow to try to recover from all the booze I drank tonight.
There you go. Perfect place. Great job, Matt. Congratulations. Dodge Nationals, Dodge car wins. That's important, and now it's time to have fun.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Look at this. Dickie Venables surrounded by race fans. Sir, you getting autographs here from our champion here?
I'm trying to learn some secrets to get by first round.
Oh, okay. All right. What about this? Tim Wilkerson?
Don't believe that. He races harder than anybody out here.
But I love the fact that Will comes to congratulate you guys. That's awesome.
Wilkie is one of the good guys out here. I know you've heard that before, but I have a lot of respect for him. He runs his own team, and he does a hell of a job.
Now, you're right in the middle of this championship fight. We just heard from your driver. And, the mutual respect, of course, in the winner's circle, it's easy. But back-to-back wins in the countdown, when everybody is, planning for these races all year long, for any one team to rise and win back-to-back races, period. And now you guys are right in the middle of the championship hunt. Less than 2 rounds of racing FMO.
It's really kind of hard to believe, but we know we have the resources to make it happen. We have the parts, we have the people, and you always say, well, you need to go out and win these next few races, and that's always your goal. But reality is these races are very hard to win. Championships are even harder to win. And just to be able to have a chance at it, I'm grateful for, and I know Matt and all of our guys are. It's just, hopefully it's not too late. Our car's peaking at the right time. Hopefully it's not a race too late, but I feel confident in it. Matt is fired up. He did a hell of a job the last 2 races, and we're going to give it all.
He's happy. He's acting happy and fired up.
Yes.
Emotions out there on the line.
And that's good to see. Because when he's like that, he can be dangerous driving the car. So, like I said, it's hard to win these. I'm just happy to have the opportunity, to have the chance to make it happen.
Now, how are you going to celebrate?
Tonight, after this win?
Yeah.
Well, I'm planning on going back to the hotel with my guys and some friends and having a few cocktails and enjoying the evening. Because we're not testing tomorrow, and we're going to enjoy the moment because we got to get back to work in a short amount of time.
Just like that, Auto Club Finals coming up. Congratulations.
Thanks, Joe. Great job as always.
Thank you. Ask and thou shalt receive. We're here with DSR track specialist Dave Fletcher. All right, Fletcher, you guys just won. How'd you do it?
Well, it wasn't really anything that I did, but I'm giving Dickie the right information, and he's making the calls, and the track was awesome, and he laid it out there.
Let's talk about the track being awesome in that, yes, it was. We saw incredible performances from all teams for the most part, out of both lanes. What did they do here that everybody else should do?
Well, the thing with the track here is it has a really good bond of the rubber to the concrete. So you get 100% contact of rubber to the tire, and you can run better. And even though the altitude makes the engine less powerful, you can run just as good.
And being a track specialist, it's kind of, you're in a unique fraternity in that you're getting this data and you got to compile the data, and each team has one, and you guys are probably friends, but there's got to be a rivalry, and everybody, only one track specialist can win.
And I'm happy when the other guys are packing their stuff up and leaving before I am. So, we have a rivalry, but it's it's a good rivalry. We all want to win. That's why we're here. So if after second round, some guys are packing their stuff up and going back to the trailer, I'm happy for that.
Now we're here in the winner circle, obviously, and this is like lighthearted stuff. But we could probably go really in depth in this. This is a profession or a science or whatever we would call it that has really evolved over the last, would you say, 15 years, track specialist as a profession. And years ago they would twist your foot on the track. Now it's much more scientific than that.
Sure. I think Lanny McGleasy on the John Force team, he started it. He was the guy who saw, people wanted to know that the difference between running well and not was determined by the track conditions. And he figured out, hey, if I'm available and I can give these guys information, then maybe they'll do better. And so he kind of sold his services, and the cars that he was involved with won championships. And now everybody's got to have that information. And that's all it is. It's just information. The crew chiefs make the decisions. They buy into it or not, and they make the calls, and the cars run what they do. But you got to have somebody that's giving you more information than you can have any other way. You got to have that.
Big win in Vegas. Hagan fired up. Dickie fired up. Obviously, big win for DSR. One race to go. This is going to get exciting.
Yeah, Pomona's going to be. It's going to be wild in both classes, and this is what the countdown's all about. Getting to the last race. There's more than one car involved, and you're going to have to lay it out there. It's everybody's got to do their job.
This is what the countdown's all about. How about this for a track specialist moment here? I think we put something together.
I love it. Anytime.
There it is. Thank you, Dave. Congratulations.
Thank you, Joe.
WFO Radio from the Strip in Las Vegas, and yes, what's happening is I'm at SEMA, and so I have to chase around all the drivers before they leave and put together a show for you guys, the WFO Radio listeners. And so what I did, went out to the winner's circle, and I dragged into the tower our Pro Stock winner, Erica Enders, who's going to help us create a little bit of content right now so that the WFO audience is happy and satisfied, even though I'm not at work. And I think you're just the person to do it. Erica, So how great does this feel to win 150 for women, take a huge points lead, win in Vegas, 200th win for a Camaro, all of these things? Go.
Well, thanks, Joe. I'm so excited right now. And as far as the numbers are concerned, it was my 25th Pro Stock win, 150th for women, right? 200 for Camaros. So just really a big milestone kind of a day. And then to extend our points lead heading into the final event of the year, it means a lot to me. And every single one of our partners on our race car was here because SEMA's this week. So I had Melling, I had Gallagher Insurance, Transportation Impact, Mark Stockseth, everybody at JEGS. So it was really a special winner circle. I spoke with Mark Stockseth and did an interview with him for this, and he's just over the moon. Like, everybody is super excited about what's happening. And now, not to bring up negative stuff, but we discussed it right around Indy time, right after that laser focused your team. Everybody got mad and focused and worked, and it's showing these races, and to go out and take max advantage of your closest competition going out early. That's what championships are made of. Absolutely, and that was a tidbit nerve-wracking to watch. Jason Line and Matt Hartford, almost said Hagan, Matt Hartford being out first pair, and it was a huge round for both of them and for our team as well. So Jason Line obviously took the win over our teammate Matt Hartford, which sucked for teammates, but was good for our championship chase, and just exciting to watch. And then you have to, you get on this high, right? And then you have to calm your nerves down before I go get in the race car and have to win first round to just keep it going. So super high pressure day, lots of nerves. I have to thank my dad and my sister and a couple of my friends that really stood behind me and helped me on the mental side of things today. And it means a lot to me. And then, of course, my team. I always talk about them, but they pick me up when I fall, and I do the same for them. And that's what being a team is all about. So I have the best guys in the business, and I'm so proud of them. What is this moment like being, everybody wants to win and everybody thinks they can win, and you had to look, the back-to-back championships, then a little bit of a drought, the summer at sea with the Dodge, et cetera. But coming into this year, you had to wait for your first win, and now they're coming in bunches at just the right time. Yeah, they are. Timing's everything, Joe, and not just in drag racing, in all aspects of our life. And the good Lord has a plan, and I always talk about that. And I'm happy it's playing out in accordance to what we want at this time. And but everything is if it's His will, it's our way. And I'm happy. I'm really, really happy right now. I haven't been happy in a long time, and gone through some interesting stuff, valleys with our race team, and interesting stuff on the personal side of my life. And this makes everything worth it, man. You give your whole life to the sport. 28 years total driving, 15 years as a professional, being on the road, almost 300 days, or some years 300 plus days a year. It takes a lot from a lot of people, and it sometimes is very challenging. And I'm not being negative, but I'm just trying to make it real. It's a very challenging, very tough life, but what a blessing to be able to race with the people that I love the most. And I'm super close to my dad and my sister because of starting junior drag racing back in 1992 when we were 8, and it's just been an incredible journey. And to be able, you just got to stick it out. This is one of those huge life lessons, because when you go through those really hard times, it just solidifies the fact that you can't make big life decisions when you're angry or you're sad or you're struggling. You just have to power through it, and that's what perseverance is all about. So, and being surrounded by people that pick you up on those tough days, and I've got a tremendous circle right now. It was very cool to be able to be, and I don't know how I got this opportunity, but I'm super happy about it, to ride back in the Mellow Yellow Express with the winners, and you and Brittany, and the sun is shining on you. You folks out there need to understand, I get to see the most amazing stuff, and it's a shame that you guys don't get to see it the way I'm seeing it, but there was a camera there, the sun shining on your faces, you guys are happy you just won, sharing moments together, talking to each other about, what this all means. These are the golden moments of all of our lives, and it was just really cool for me to see that. Thanks, Joe. It's been an honor to watch your journey through this deal as well. Talking on the phone with you for WFO years ago, and to see what you're doing now, and you just do an amazing job at it. So it's really cool to watch. But to have the moments like we had today, my dad always reminds me, these are the good old days, and be sure that you're not focusing so hard on what's next that you forget to enjoy the moment. And that's something through these struggles that I've really tried to make sure that I do. And I feel like I'm getting better at it, and I just want to like soak it up. And I'm so fortunate to have my sister on the road with me, who is tremendous at taking pictures and video. And, on top of that, we have a lot of fun and get to be a huge family out here. So today was special. The sun setting with the mountains in the background at my favorite racetrack on the planet. Obviously we've had a lot of success here, but today was huge. Today was so significant in this championship chase for my milling performance team. And, how cool to race my teammate and the best ever in the whole world, Jake Coughlin, in the finals. You just have to really rise to the occasion when you race somebody like him. And he's tremendous, and to run alongside of him and park both of our cars in the winner's circle, because it's such a team effort. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose, but we do it together, and that's what means the most to me.
So what about like now in that this is also tough. You got to wait, right? You got to wait to go to Pomona. You got this lead. I think it's 92 or some odd points, and it's points and a half at Pomona, which means 30 points a round, which means 92 points is 3 rounds of racing. You've been eating up those little points, but you're like on the brink, but you got to wait. You have to wait to go and get there. You got asked in the media center about complacency. You said you're going to win the race, which is what you're going to do, but I'm sure it's going to be hard to just get there because you have to wait.
The wait is challenging, but fortunately, I'm going to be really busy between now and Pomona with SEMA this week, heading back to Houston next weekend to spend a couple days with friends and family, and then get on a plane to Pomona on Tuesday. We got a really cool opportunity with some of the women in our sport and Fox, so that'll be fun. And then obviously head over to the racetrack on Thursday. After the race is the banquet. So it's just it's going to be a long 2 weeks. And then Tuesday morning after the banquet, I get on an airplane and head to Saudi Arabia. So it's just a jam-packed couple of weeks here for us. And I think keeping busy is really good for me, because when I'm idle, I think way too much. So that's a positive that it'll be busy. But, our points lead is good, right? But we need to go out there and do work. And that's what we're really great at. And the gentleman that asked me about complacency in the media room, I don't feel like that's a part of our vocabulary. I really don't, because every time my guys are so passionate. Not that the other teams are not, but getting to work alongside of these men who are so good at what they do and so smart and so talented. Rick Jones, Ricky Jones, Mark Ingersoll. These guys want to win, I almost think, more than me. And it's really neat to share the pit with them. And I videoed them, going back and forth today in the crew chief lounge, just, silently. I just want to remember those moments, like going into the final round and them making these huge decisions on what to do with the race car, and I'm over there crunching numbers to set up my clutch pedal linkage. I have the easiest job of anybody in the pit, and it's still challenging. So they rise to the occasion every single time. They're so pumped, they're so passionate, and they have my back, and that's something that is so unique. I'm so blessed right now, Joe. But heading into Pomona, sure, it'll be nerve-wracking. But the good Lord gives us a peace that surpasses all understanding, and that's what I'm going to focus on. So just go out there and do the best that we can, execute that with the best that we can, get all of the bonus points during qualifying, spread the lead some more, and just have fun on Sunday and win the race. That's why we're going. We're not going to visit. We're not going to hang out. So we're going to get a check and a trophy.
Love it. Erica, congratulations. So fun watching you out here at the Dodge Nationals. Great job taking the win. Thank you for spending a little extra time. You guys, you got to understand, she hung out way late to do this so that we've got something for you. Anything you want to say to the WFO people out there? This is just them now.
Hey, WFO fans, thank you so much for listening. I know a lot of friends and family back home tune into it, and they play it, in their car as a podcast. So it's just really neat to see how many fans the show actually has. So thank you guys for supporting Joe. Thank you for supporting our wonderful sport. Continue to do so. And I do want to say one more thing. Stan and Sheila Holt with Lupe Tortilla, more so than being a partner on our car, they're dear family friends of mine, and Stan was sending me Bible verses and prayers today as well. My mom, she's in the Caribbean, she was doing the same. So, and then just some friends, some sportsman racers that really have helped me through all of this. It's just been a really cool deal, and I am proud to be a part of it. So thank you so much for having me on your show from the beginning to now, and I hope it continues for a long time.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got our 10th anniversary coming up in just a few weeks. Erica, go celebrate. You're in Vegas. I know it's going to be fun. Thank you.
Vegas, baby. Thanks, Joe.
Vegas, baby. Vegas!
So what happened? We're here with Matt Smith, who just won the race, putting together WFO. Just linking together all these interviews because I'm going to be at SEMA, and everybody knows that. You're going to be at SEMA too, I'm sure.
Yes.
But before we talk about the win, let's talk about Angie setting your bike on fire.
Yeah, after I beat her second round, come back and I pulled my race pack dad out, and I told her to pull them really dad out. So she went out there and hooked up to it. And next thing I heard them all hollering, there's fire, fire, fire. And I looked outside, and my bike's on fire.
Like a raging inferno, a little flame.
A little flame smoke. The main wiring harness had rubbed against the carbon fiber. And when she turned the switch on, it literally caught it on fire. And so luckily, I had to cut into the wiring harness and, patch it up. And we didn't even know if it would start up. I mean, got up there and it started in the burnout. I'm like, thank goodness it started, and went down the track, beat Andrew semifinals, and went on and won the race against Steve in the finals. But it was a struggle there. It was an intense moment in our pit.
Andrew going red against you, that was a big moment. Let's face it now, with one race to go, he dominated the season. He's had a great year, will more than likely be the champion. But getting a win here just as outgoing champ, that's got to be a great feeling.
It's a great feeling. I told everybody that Charlotte race killed us. When the bike was broke and it wouldn't go into gear, I mean, everybody knows we had Eddie beat first round, and that would have been 20 more points, and, probably could have won second round too. So, all in all, that was the race that probably ended it for us. I knew Andrew had a great year, but I knew we had a bike to win and give him a run for this title, and it just, that race cost us. And but we're going to go to try to win this last race and finish second points. That was our goal, and give him a fight. And one of these MSR bikes, either Scotty or Angie's going to qualify. We're going to try to put it where they have him first round. If he can't win it, we're going to sure try to win it.
Well, exactly, and points and a half makes it possible. That's why we have points and a half. This is why we have the countdown. It has been fun to watch all categories. What's it been like to be in it, a countdown in the compressed championship situation?
It's awesome. I love our countdown format. I wish they changed it up just a little bit and give us a more of a surprise. I like to have the final four, the top 4 points things, battle it out for the last race, kind of like what NASCAR's doing.
And whoever goes the furthest is the champ?
Yeah, kind of like that. Even though, one would still have a little bit of advantage going into it, and 2, 3, 4, but the final 4 still have a shot at that deal. I just wish that was the case here, and maybe they'll change it in the future, but I think that'd make it more interesting. That way nobody locks it up the race before. It'd come down to the final race.
I like the thought experiment. It's worth kicking around. All right, in terms of the final round against Steve Johnson, he's been resurgent. I had him on the show last week. He goes to the final round. And he and I had a conversation. You used to listen to the show from time to time.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard it.
I hear it all the time.
But you said during the big tiff that happened, right? And to me, I think some of the big arguments in the world happen when people agree and don't realize it. And they're both fighting for their argument, but they're both on the same side. And you were saying, if you focus on your bike, you guys will run faster. And we saw it with Jerry and Tim Kalungian and Karen and now Steve. And he told us flat out, he says, man, I really focused on my bike and I'm going faster. And I was like, isn't that what Matt told you? And he's like, well, yeah, but like the way he said it and blah, 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 and the whole thing. It's just interesting that you guys run in the final round that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's no disrespect to anybody out here. And even Steve. I knew what he was going through, and, he's trying to find money to race out here, and because he doesn't have a sponsor, and he's a hobby racer because he has a normal job. But once he took that to heart, it's no disrespect to him, he focused on his bike, and now look at his program. He's the top bike out here. He's one of the top 4 bikes out here every week, and he had the fastest bike today, and I just threw everything I had at in the finals, and it stuck. And if it wouldn't have stuck, he'd have won, but it stuck, and we turned the wind light on, and hands down, I mean, he's got a good bike, and I'm proud that he's doing good, and it just shows that all those Suzuki bikes can run with these V-twins, and I'm just glad to turn the wind light on, and maybe that'll inspire some more people.
Well, that's exactly the point. And I'm a silver lining guy. I'm looking for silver linings. I want to bring people together. And I just, the way that all went down, like it's working out. And I think he might get a win at the end of the season, certainly. He's got a good bike. It's good when Steve is out here. But hey, you're in Vegas now. Celebration, what happens?
Celebration, we're going to party tonight. We're going to go party, and we're going to come back and tear all this stuff down tomorrow and get both bikes there in the SEMA show for the week. And I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. I got to go pull the wrap off the bike and bring the Red Rocket out at Pomona, and we're putting the 200-mile-an-hour motor back in it, like we won the race with last year, and we're we'll be fast at Pomona. We're going to be even faster there than we was here, so looking forward to that.
Matt, congratulations. Thanks for doing this interview, for a little content for the WFO people out there. You've been one at that time, so you got anything to say to the WFO listeners who they're not getting a full show this week? They're getting this, and so got anything for them?
Hey, WFO is the best. Thanks for all the fans that support us. We couldn't do this without the fans out here, so keep coming to the races. We love y'all being here, and love being on your show.
There you go. Thank you, Matt. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Joe.
WFO, we're here with Mark Stockseth, who has sponsored Erica and Jag and Elite and Matt Smith for a long time. A lot of cars, helping a lot of racers. But you are experiencing a double-up win here in the Winner's Circle in person. First of all, Mark, thank you for supporting drag racing the way you do.
Sure. No, it's awesome. It's really wonderful to be associated with both of these teams, Matt and Angie, and then Erica and Jag with the Elite, motorsports. Awesome to be double up here at the Vegas race. It's really, really special.
And both of these teams are teams that are very talented, but don't have a huge corporate sponsor behind them. And Matt and Angie, for instance, there were many years that they would get close to something, it wouldn't work out. You and your support have really helped keep them on the track. Similar with Erica.
Yeah, no, it's everybody knows nowadays. Everybody love to have that big check, the one big sponsor. But those days are kind of, seem to be over. So it's all the little guys that are all a huge piece of the puzzle to make these things work. Everybody's, like we always say, it's that four-legged stool, and everybody's got to be the piece of that to keep it, up, And so it definitely takes it's like the teamwork makes the dream work. Well, it's the same with the sponsors. Every little sponsor is a huge part of it making it work. It's not that one sponsor that's the guy that makes it all work. It's all of us that make it work, and that's the same for all these professional teams out. You see, that's why all the cars have all the different names on the side and all the different sponsors, because each one of those is an integral part of making that team successful.
And how did you become such a large and intense drag racing fan?
I started drag racing myself in like the late 70s, and then continued on to 93, and then to stay involved in the sport. Stayed on in the sponsorship level, so it's and then started with Matt in 07 and just continued on, been with him ever since. And then Richard and I put a deal together for actually Ricky Jones to race.
Remember that?
And then Erica came on board, and then Jeg we brought on board for a couple races when Drew Skimmon wasn't going out to the swing, and then he's continued on with us. So yeah, it's been really a lot of fun and special, so
and moments like this, how satisfying.
Awesome, unbelievable, really special.
Well, that is awesome. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing a little time here on WFO Radio Podcast. And this is what it's all about, the Winner's Circle.
This is what it's all about.
In Vegas.
Exactly.
How are you going to celebrate?
Oh, we're probably going to get pretty buck wild tonight. Somewhere, someplace,
There you
so
go.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And there you have it, WFO Universe. Really big thanks to Matt Smith. Said nice things to you guys. And Erica said nice things to me. I really appreciate it. We got such a great thing going on in the NHRA right now. And Matt Hagan was so funny at the top end of the racetrack. He gave me like this big bear hug. He's like, "Oh, Joe, we got it, Joe." It was great stuff. A lot of fun. Dickie Venables, so much fun. And you only have one more opportunity to come out and enjoy the NHRA Mellow Yellow Drag Racing Series this season. One more, and that is Pomona, California, the Auto Club Finals. If you happen to be at SEMA and you see me walking around, flag me down, WFO, and we'll spend a little time. We'll hang out. It was awesome. We had a great time. And big thanks to Jeff Foster and the folks at the Strip and Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I heard a rumor. I'm not supposed to say. I don't know if I'm supposed to say or not. Anyway, we had a lot of fans here. Like, they could have called that a sellout if they wanted. Let's put it that way. But a big weekend in the NHRA, and I'm going to be here in Vegas just between us right now. It is 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm breaking the fourth wall a little bit, just letting you know. Got to head to the Pro Mod banquet. But I'll be here till Saturday. Vegas is just getting started for me. Hopefully I survive. Hopefully I win big and never have to come back ever again. Well, that is all. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody who put the show together. Gio in Miami, Pat the Webmaster. Everyone helps out. Steve Bug Hunt does a great job. Steve Brenwald is making our art. For those of you who Need a little graphic arts work for your business, Steve Brenwald does a great job. And you can find his information on the front page of WFOradio.com. Everybody who had the Nitro Fish gear on with the WFO Radio shirts bought at the Nitro Fish trailer. Amazing stuff. Met El Jefe, who was in our fantasy league. So many great fans out there. Thank you all so much. WFO. We'll see you next time.
WFO! The views and opinions of the hosts, guests, or callers do not necessarily reflect that of the station ownership, advertisers, or agencies.
I love WFO Radio.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking gourmet coffee. We're talking hot sauces. We're talking spice rubs. We're talking everything good at RodakCoffeeandGrills.com. Marvin Rodak, been doing it since the 70s. Figured out that life is better with great coffee. And oh, he's so right. 817-924-6821. Call Marvin. He'll roast up some coffee fresh for you. Throw in some hot sauce, some spice rub, and you will be loving it. Hit him up, RodakCoffeeandGrills.com. Hey, engine builders, Total Seal piston rings are the leader in ring seal technology, and they go out of their way to help their customers and will make custom sets for any specific piston you might have. Customer service, top notch. Made in America? Absolutely. They're located in Phoenix, Arizona, and they've got everything it takes to develop the world's best piston rings. Give them a call at 800-874-2753 or go to TotalSeal.com.
Hey, this is Scott Palmer, driver of the NHRA Cat Spot Litter Top Fuel Dragster. Do you have a cat? Go to catspotlitter.com, order it today. All natural product, made out of coconuts, 100% biodegradable. All you NHRA fan, cat owners, support our team. Go to catspotlitter.com.
Attention adrenaline junkies, Frank Hawley's Dragster Adventure is calling you. Rides available for the 2020 season. Go to frankhawley.com. They're coming to a track near you. It makes a great gift, and you know the holidays are coming, whether it be licensing for super comp, super gas, all the way up to top alcohol, they can do it. But if you're a drag racing fan and you've always imagined what it might be like to drive a dragster, to accelerate 0 to 60 in 3 seconds and run 10s in the quarter mile, give them a call. 866-480-7223, frankhawley.com, the Dragster Adventure, and tell them you heard it on WFO.
Start your education at full speed with the School of Automotive Machinists and Technology. Accelerate your career as a high-performance engine builder with classroom instruction and practical hands-on experience in the lab, on the dyno, and at the track. In addition to the blockhead and CNC programs, SAM now offers motorsport, EFI tuning, and an Associates of Applied Science degree. And SAM is a military-friendly school, approved to train veterans and other eligible persons under the GI Bill. Start your education at full speed. Go to samtech.edu today.
Subscribe to WFO Radio on iTunes. Never miss a show. And don't forget to write a review. WFO.
This is WFO Radio.